We back.
Hell yeah, man. Back off in that
Back on
thing.
artifacts.
Hey, yo,
Yes,
shout out to
sir.
Minnesota winning motherfucking, hold on, beating the Nuggets and winning in hockey in the playoffs. What's their team name again?
Yeah, the Minnesota Wild. Sorry, it was, we had to beat the Dallas Stars, but I took it as a personal vendetta since that's the old Minnesota North Stars team.
Stop it, for real? That's where they relocated?
Yeah, they took the team from hockey country and moved them to Dallas. I was tight. We didn't get a team for another like 10 years.
So y'all just got that team?
No, in 2005,
Oh, okay, okay.
2005, 2006.
Damn,
Yeah,
Dallas
but
been had a team this long? That's fucking crazy.
yeah, since the 90s.
Damn, the Stars been in Dallas since the 90s, bro?
Yeah, don't remind me. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn. Damn. Well, shit. Sometimes, hey, karma comes in all shapes, sizes, and lengths, bro.
Yep, like a round one exit in the 2026 playoffs, you
Man,
know?
round one is crazy. Wasn't them niggas like
But that's the
good?
f- yeah, but that's the first time I think we won a series since like 2015.
Oh, yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about coming from a small market like sports city. It's like you don't really get that like that.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's so wild to me coming from Minnesota, like the rivals is Wisconsin, so Green Bay. And you hear Green Bay this, Green Bay that. I'm like, Green Bay's a little town, bro.
Yeah,
But
tiny
they have
ass
so
town.
that but they have so much support that they're technically not like a small market team, even though it's a small market team.
Right, but it's the whole
That's why
town.
like but it's the whole state. You got people everywhere. They won the first two Super Bowls. It's called the Lombardi Trophy from the first coach. I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh. So I had to hear this all the time. I used to bartend in Wisconsin, and so I used to have to hear it because I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. But I
Ooh.
finally found my get back. I was like, hold up, y'all have had two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Y'all only have two championships in 40 years. I ain't trying to hear it, bro.
Hold
Minnesota ain't never had
on.
no quarterbacks like that.
Wow, hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, so that's in 40 years, cause back in the gap, them niggas was busting ass. They won a couple of, they won more than four
No,
like
I'm
100
saying they
years
won.
ago.
They won the first two Super Bowls when it went into the Super Bowl era. Then nothing. Then they got Favre.
Favre didn't win a
Favre
Super
won a
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Okay,
No, Favre did win the Super Bowl, and then Aaron Rodgers, and then Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl.
okay,
But what I'm saying is, y'all had two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and only got two Super Bowls out of both, like together. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna front.
That's why seeing what Brady did, you can't say nothing negative about that. That's crazy.
Nah, bro, you can't even, bro. You know how they have a whole Michael Jordan debate about greatest, and da da. You can't say, nigga, Tom Brady is the best quarterback. I don't like this nigga. I don't
Right.
like this nigga, bro. But
But
he's
you
the
can't deny
best.
greatness, though.
Nah, bro. Like he never folded in none of them whole ass pressure situations, bro. Like what else do you call a championship quarterback, bro? That nigga
Yeah,
was down like four scores in the Super Bowl, bro. Still won. Like, bro, stop it, stop it. That's
crazy. And
that's a
then
real
he
late
then he
thing.
left, went to Tampa, and won one the next year.
Hold on, just to prove a point.
Yeah, like oh y'all gonna get rid of me? All right, watch.
No, just to prove a point, like, bitch, all right, so what you're telling me is, because, they used to be the talk, Brady Belichick, well, he couldn't do it without da 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 da. Well, shit, turns out, Bro could not only do it without Belichick, he gonna coach the team, draft for the team. That nigga had AB on the team, bro. Didn't nobody want AB, nigga. That nigga was like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna throw to him at least until he gets suspended, nigga. We gonna get some wins out this nigga real quick. Fuck that.
But that's the thing, like even Randy Moss was like that too, because Randy wasn't hearing nobody's nothing, but he had so much respect for what they were doing up there with Brady and Belichick together.
Hell
They
yeah.
created that winning. It's a winning culture, bro. It's a real thing. Once you can create a winning culture, anybody can come into that and start actually believing in it, and start winning.
Yeah, for sure. Cause then niggas is putting in the work, and then when everybody, bro, you only strong as your weakest link, and that's real shit, bro. Like that's why I say what I say about. It goes back to the basketball conversation. Like you can't win without your superstar, bro. You can't really win. You know what I'm saying? Like your wins is based off of one player. That means your team trash, bro. At the end of the day, if your
Yeah,
team's strong and then you add that on top of it, now you got a winning situation. But other than that, bro, like if everybody don't know how to win, nobody know how to win, bro. Y'all just happen to
exactly.
win. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's why I
That's
was
why when
like,
you see certain superstars that's just trying to be superstars, it's like, but y'all not trying to build a winning culture of a whole team.
nah, for
Y'all
sure.
just trying to get y'all just trying to get y'all stats up.
And then like at this point in time, you gotta know that that's not how you build a legacy. Like your legacy is tied to your championships, bro. You can call it what you want to call it, but wins is the biggest statistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, so your 40 points in the game don't matter if you lost the fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty of motherfuckers that shit. Both Kay Cunningham and Paulo Banchero scored 35 points last night, but only one of them motherfuckers gonna win a game. You know what I'm saying? Like only one of
Yeah,
them gonna win the fucking game, bro. And whoever won the game, that's what the fuck matters. First of all, and then second of all, let's be real clear, bro. Niggas would sleep on Orlando because them niggas had to play for that little play-in shit, bro. Orlando go
yeah.
hard, bro. Orlando
They
go
got a
hard.
squad.
They definitely had a squad, and niggas is forgetting. Damn, bro, the Rockets is down bad right now. They was up when I put the game on. Bro, I hate this lag. They down fucking 9 now. I ain't
What's
gonna front.
what quarter is it?
It's a second. It just started the second.
Oh, all right, good.
Yeah, it ain't no kind of time left. I mean, no kind of real time yet. Come on, y'all.
But that's
Bro, they getting
but
like
The Lakers are a different team. I think they got different movement when Reeves is back.
oh yeah,
It's not the
definitely.
same. Like, and I don't
Definitely.
mean in like I don't mean in a super good way neither. Like, cause they were cooking.
Nah, for sure, bro. At the same time, like people forget like you can only score so many points, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody can't have a ball. So it's like when you take the ball and put it in only Reeves' hands, that shit takes it out of everybody else's hand too. So then them
Yeah,
niggas gotta get back them niggas gotta get back in their stride. Damn, we down bad right now, bro.
and that's why
They not calling shit
I
neither.
think team play matters, bro. Because you got to keep everybody in rhythm to keep it going.
For sure, for sure.
Unless somebody's really cooking, that's gonna be able to cook all game. You got to keep that rhythm going.
Them
Cause
niggas.
not everybody's Kobe.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. This hoe looking bad right now. This hoe looking bad. First of all, my internet
Well,
choppy as fuck, but this hoe looking real bad. Them niggas is up like 14 points right now, bro. First,
it's only
and
first half though.
I ain't gonna, yeah, it is, but with the Rockets, just historically, you don't want to let them niggas lose morale, bro, cause they get real in they feelings. You know what I'm saying? But like, shit, nigga, I ain't gonna front. Them niggas, the fucking refs is kind of doing some. They doing some foul ass shit, bro. I ain't gonna front. Like they
That's how I
doing.
felt last night. I'm like, y'all trying to give it to Denver, bro.
Yeah, it's certain niggas that like they just giving them calls, bro. And then it's like I ain't gonna front. Lakers been real handsy all series, bro. But they don't never call our shit. Like them niggas basically got to get knocked to the ground for sure in order to get a call. I'm like, God damn. But then let Reeves go to the basket. Let LeBron get more foul calls than every motherfucking body in the game,
Come
bro.
on, he the chosen one.
Man, they choosing him to give a fucking foul call to for sure. They real
You
choosy when
know
it
it.
come to that, nigga. But it is what it is. I feel like the Lakers they should pull it off because historically ain't nobody ever won no fucking from down 3-2. You know what I'm saying? But like if they could force a game 7, bro, I'd be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy with that.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, bro, what we got going on today, man?
But yeah, let's get into this first little video. All right, first we got
Because there's
this
so much
Bob Dylan.
mediocrity going on, you know? Anytime somebody really good comes along, it's like you can't be too good because you stand out. You know? People that stand out in an individual kind of way, they don't fit into the system because they don't sell, you know, they don't keep system commodities going. Poetry is something like it takes a long time to get your thing together. Everybody expects everybody, you know, there's this commercialization of stuff where if you're a good looking kid or you've got a good voice, they expect you to be able to do it all. And you may be good looking and you may have a great voice, but if you don't have experience to go with it, you're just going to be disposable. I think it does a lot whether you know it or not, because a lot of stuff that's really good nobody really is turned up to, you know. Most of the things that you're exposed to are just the things you hear on the radio or on television, and you know it's like if it's not on the radio and it's not on television, well, it's not happening, or and that's not true at all. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, but it's not just happening on that level.
And that is why we exist. You understand,
Exactly.
bro? Yeah, man. Like, bro, that. How old is that clip?
Oh, it's gotta be old. It's
Yeah.
Bob Dylan. He's from Duluth, Minnesota. One of the greatest songwriters, I think. He don't got the best voice, but he does some of the best songwriting.
He wasn't a part of the Beatles, was he?
No.
Yeah, Bob Dylan was. I've heard of Bob Dylan. I know he's a legend in his own right. I just had to verify that fact real quick because I'm not.
Yeah, he even had a song, I believe it was him called Talking Man's Blues back in the day. And that was
Okay.
almost like, damn, is he rapping? Question
Oh,
mark? You know?
nah,
Like
bro.
before rap was ever even thought of to be a thing, was he rapping? You know,
Yeah,
but it
nah,
was like
bro.
he
Like,
just talking poetry. That's what it is. It's spoken poetry. That's rap. But it's just
same
hip hop and
thing.
rap is
Yeah,
like, but hip hop and rap just got a certain style to it,
it's on
speed to
beat.
it. You know,
It's on beat.
there
That
you
is
go.
the only difference, bro. Like,
It's got more flavor to it.
yeah, for sure. But nah, I agree with him all the way, bro. Shit's always happening. You know what I'm saying? And think, see, the internet is like a good thing and a bad thing, bro. I'm tired of the internet, but I will give it its praise when it's due, because like there's a lot of shit that just real life wouldn't exist if not for the fucking internet. And it's also like a portal, bro. And like I may not be able, like shit may just be the same old shit in Houston, but like at some point in time, if I'm on the internet long enough, bro, I'm gonna find some dope ass shit that don't nobody fucking see. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you a
Yeah.
crazy story, bro. All right, so this is really random, but like it's not random. It's on topic, but like I just thought of this shit, so that's what makes it random. All right, so like back in the gap, you know what I'm saying? Like I said about the internet, you just run into some dope shit. So I used to listen to this dude named Space Ghost Perk, bro. And so Space
I
Ghost,
know.
oh, so,
Yeah.
bro, this nigga so dope, bro. Like the only reason I heard of this nigga is because he was doing some work with this girl named Krayshawn, and Krayshawn had this song
Yeah.
called fucking Gucci Gucci or whatever.
Exactly.
And so she shouted this nigga out on her page one time, and so I went to this nigga shit, and this nigga real life recreated an era of fucking Miami like screwed music, and like I was like, oh my bro, that shit blew my fucking mind.
Yeah. That's
That
that
shit,
old Raider clan shit.
yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got like beats on them niggas, bro. I used to fuck with them niggas, like not heavy, but like we was on some
That's
Twitter
hard.
shit. Like I did some beats for like Grand Million shit like that. But like
Damn, that's dope.
uh fucking, so not only did I find that nigga, you know what I'm saying, and Rob Banks, shout out Rob Banks. Rob Banks actually reposted my shit one time, bro. That shit was the coolest shit, bro. I was like, this, see, these niggas real, bro. But anyways, though, This was a long ass time ago. It was like 2011. Uh, so I discovered that nigga, but also in the same week, like maybe a week later, I'll say that my homeboy, cause this is what we used to do. We just used to find like shit on the internet, and like we might not be spreading it to the world, cause we was like, I don't want to say we was haters, but we was trying to be our own artists. So we're not gonna promote your shit. You not promoting our shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, he found this dude named Alan Kingdom, bro. This 2011 nigga.
Yeah,
Fast
I heard of
forward,
Alan Kingdom before.
bro, fast forward to like 2020. This nigga Kanye West got Alan Kingdom on a fucking song. He's on all day.
Okay, that's where I heard him.
Yeah, he's on all day. Like he sings the hook. Nigga, I was like, bro, get the fuck out. And mind you, Alan Kingdom never blew up. Kanye just happened to find this nigga. And so my point of saying it is like, bro, it's dope shit out there, nigga. You might not never even, bro. Some shit might not never get discovered at the time of it just being released, bro. But it's still dope, and at some point in time, my nigga, the eyes are gonna meet that fucking the artifact, nigga, and it's gonna be a revelation.
Because you can affect the trajectory of others just by having something you thought didn't even hit or strike a chord. But the fact that it's out there and it's viewable changes everything to somebody.
Yeah, for sure. Cause you never know, man. Like you never know what the fuck people are gonna find on the internet, bro. You never really, and you can't stop them from finding it. So if you put it out there,
No,
bro, you better be able to live with that shit too. But nigga, it's a lot of dope ass shit out, bro, and I intend to find it and shout it out on this motherfucking platform every chance I get.
keep digging, baby, keep digging. Hey, and look at the mic. They got a lavalier taped to the SM57
That's hilarious, bro. I wonder why though.
because the news reporter probably has their mic taped to the mic that's the loudspeaker where he's speaking, so they can record it. So they can record it into the video for the
Yeah.
news or whatever. But then also, then they can have the live sound mic for the speaker system that's wherever he's speaking at.
Damn. Okay.
That's why
Yeah.
when you see news conferences and they got all these other mics on the podiums, it's because it's all directed to somewhere else. Everybody trying to get a feed.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
let's see what
even
we
thought
got
of that
next.
shit.
Yeah, that's because I worked in live sound for like 5 years.
Nigga, you picked that up quick.
Oh yeah, I peeped it right. I'm like, what looks different about this SM57? Oh, word.
It is not possible for an artist to be a success. No.
Then would you say that again?
I said it is not possible for an artist to be a success.
Thank you.
What you think of yourself as a success,
You finish.
you forget
Because
it. Forget
you know
it.
what I find is that you begin to believe your own publicity.
You can take your identity from
Something else, and you stop experimenting because somebody says, "Well, when you did so and so, that was such a success. Why don't you do that again?"
Yeah, man. That nigga James
Yeah,
Baldwin went hard too, man. But
yeah. But it's like, think about it. And I think that's what like you look at even right now with like social media. Everybody's trying to be content creators and all this, and then you see somebody does a video from their creativity, mind you. They came up with the setup, they came up with how the video looks, how it's edited, the content, and it hits. So then everybody else is like, oh, that's a success. I'm doing that too. And now you got everybody doing the same type of videos. And it feels like it's a cycle of that where it's just a constant, oh, that works for that person. Well, if it works, I'm doing it. Oh,
right.
there's another one. If it works, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but the whole point is to be a creative. You're a content creator, right? But if everybody's doing the same content, it's like, what are you really creating? You
Creating.
know,
Yeah.
it's like creation. I think is so deep to me. Is like you're creating things you've never seen or heard before. That's the whole point, I feel. But maybe that's just the point when you're an artist versus this content creator economy as a job.
Right.
It's like pure entertainment. They're basically creating 15-second, 30-second episodes of a show for somebody's
Viewership.
attention that
Yeah.
they're, yeah. So it's like I get it, but I just wish, I can't even say I wish, because like, do what you do. I'm either gonna consume the content or not, or scroll past it. But seeing more diverse and more variety of creative minds is something I enjoy more than seeing a repetition of what quote unquote works, you know?
Yeah. Definitely, bro. I'm not. I feel like to like just elaborating further on the point that you just made, bro. Like that's why you got so many mic drops. You know what I'm saying? Or like so many kinds of mic drops because and shit that's why I did it. You know what I'm saying? Because my whole point of like doing this shit is to get attention and like people are shit, bro, let's be real. Like, people want the same thing. Whether we want to make something new or not doesn't mean that people are always going to receive it either. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, there's that line of like, okay, remember we was talking about it before, like, there's that line, especially in rap, of like being an entertainer and being an artist. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what he's saying too is like, don't let the successes go to your head either. Because once you let the successes go to your head, you stop really digging into the area of creativity that you were digging in order to create the success. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, okay, well, this works, so I'll just do this. Or this makes everybody else happy, so I'll just do this. You know what I'm saying? But like, you got to keep digging. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of the
Yeah.
point, is to like dig as deep as you can and then see what's at the end. Because I mean, bro, let's be real clear. Like, you can create endlessly, but like your success isn't always going to be endless. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing it based off of your success at some point in time, those things are going to like go in different directions. And you're going to feel like what you're doing isn't working, even though creatively it may be working, but successfully, financially, it may not be working. You know what I'm saying? And just like we was just talking about the last clip, like just because it's not working now doesn't mean that like it won't
It won't ever
matter.
work.
Exactly. Like at some point in time,
Yeah.
somebody may find that shit, or a group of people may find that shit, and like this becomes their ideology of what is artistry or artistic, or they copy that and make it something that is refined. You know what I'm saying? Like Tupac once said, like, shit, the fucking I may not be the one, but I'm gonna spark the mind. You know what I'm saying? And that
Yeah.
shit, bro.
He said I might not change the world, but I will inspire the mind that does.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But how do you do that if you're not digging deep? You don't do
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point in time, you choose financial gain over the expansion of human consciousness, and that's what artistry is, bro. Like the expansion of human consciousness. You know what I'm saying? To me, maybe everything ain't
Yeah.
like that to everybody else, but to me, artistry is the expansion of human consciousness because, like you
Yeah,
said,
I agree.
we're creating what has not been made before, and so therefore, we have to dig past what we have consciously explored and look past ourselves into something that is not there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. That's dope. Like that, and like I said, man, at some point in time when you looking at success, shit, man, that shit change that all that taints the water. It taints the water, bro.
Hey, on another note, when we start doing this, when I come to Houston, we got our first episode where we're on location. We're gonna need a setup like this.
Yeah, bro, we might. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's kind of. It's easy, but it's not at the same time. It's easy in the sense of like, it's tangible. It's not easy in the sense of like, okay, when and where. But shit, bro, we could really rent some shit and just probably put the lights
Oh
up.
yeah, I already trust me. I already been thinking about it. So
Oh, okay.
I was gonna drop it on you later, but we definitely gonna be doing that soon.
Yeah, for
I
sure,
think
for
it's
sure.
just good to like keep doing what we're doing now to kind of get the flow right, and everything just goes up, and people get to see the evolution of what something is along the way.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And then, hey, whenever we do that, we gotta shoot a lot of episodes, like as many as possible. We gotta like do a
Oh
day,
yeah,
do like a whole day.
hell yeah.
All right,
That
hell,
actually might be the move, to be honest. But
nah, for
anyway,
sure.
on to the next one.
Already.
We really are talking about magic. We're talking about the universe conspiring on our behalf if we let it. And to be in this flow of catching these waves that anyone can catch if you're trying to catch it, you're open to it, you see it coming, you take off on every chance you get, and sometimes the ride happens, and it's remarkable. It's remarkable how it happens. And it doesn't come from, it's not preconceived, it's not an idea, it's through the doing. These things that want to be, that the universe wants to happen now, comes through us. And if we don't do it, maybe someone else will do it.
Yeah,
Bro, this
that's
shit.
like
Mm-hmm.
Rick Rubin always inspires me. If you haven't, you should definitely get his book.
Yeah, I
He
actually
created that. I gotta read it again, but
I started like listening to the book at when I used to work overnight at HEB, bro. I started listening to the book like a motherfucker, but I didn't finish it.
no, it's one point is we're getting signals from the universe, and it's a collective consciousness of idea out in the ether, and it's like if the idea comes to you, it's trying to get out into the world. And if you don't allow it to get out in the world, it's gonna go through another conduit, another person to be able to get out into the world.
Yeah, I
But
yeah,
then it's like, well, where is this coming from? It's magic. It's from the universe.
bro. There's this story, and I've heard it so many times that I gotta believe it to be true. That like Michael Jackson woke up in the middle of the night and fucking called his engineer and his producer and everybody that fucking he was doing music with and told them to come to his studio in the middle of the fucking night. Everybody asleep and made them motherfuckers come to his studio. And the reason was because he said this shit, and multiple people have quoted. He said that I have this song in my head, and if I don't do it, Prince is gonna. If I don't do it, it's gonna go to Prince, and I have to do it, bro. And like,
Yeah,
yo,
that might be one of the coldest rivalries of all time.
it's such a cold rivalry because God was involved at that point, bro. Like, nigga,
Right,
God
right.
was like, hey, nigga, hey, I
Let's
don't
see
know,
which one of y'all is gonna
yeah,
do this one.
or which one of y'all want to be great, cause I got some shit, sprinkle, sprinkle, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, but nah, hey, all right, I believe that shit to be more than true because, like, all right, I don't want to sound. I don't personally want to like just take credit for certain things, but like I feel like I got to sometimes. Like I've watched a lot of artists, and I'm not gonna be super specific. I'm not gonna name no names, bro. But I've watched a lot of artists and a lot of just people in general do a lot of shit that like I started doing, but I didn't like finish doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen a lot of sounds come right after my sounds, bro. Like I've seen a lot of fucking effects being used way after I started using the fucking effects. I've seen a lot of people dressing a certain way that nigga I had been dressing for a long time. Like, and so, like, my homeboy was my best man at my wedding, bro. He would attest to this shit like a motherfucker. And his ass, if that nigga was on the podcast, which I gotta get that nigga on the podcast one time, cause that nigga's funny. He's entertainment. But like he would tell you, bro, nigga, it's all kind of shit. It's almost like niggas was just watching. You know what I'm saying? What we were doing, but at the same time, in my head, I'm like, yeah, nah, it couldn't have been that. It's just we didn't finish, and so because we didn't finish, somebody else fucking had to, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your thoughts are your own, but your creativity is the essence of like the ether, and that shit belongs to everybody, bro. And for real,
Yeah.
he once said
He
like,
said the
bro,
same thing too.
yeah, like these ideas aren't ours, bro. We're checking out books in the library, bro. Yeah, for sure. I fucks with for real, man, hard. I mean, obviously he's like my
Hey,
twin brother and shit.
hey, yeah, you ain't lying. Damn. But that Pharrell Rick Rubin podcast is dope.
They got a
And the Rick
podcast
Rubin
together?
like I think they did it for Rick Rubin's podcast. They got an episode.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that one, and then the Rick Rubin and Andre 3000 too.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch both of them hoes. Bro, I put it on Andre 3000's fucking flute album. First of all, I jammed the album before he had the video out. So I was like rocking hard with the album because it's like two or
Oh,
three.
what?
Yeah, it's like two or three jams on there. I'm like, bro, I'm sampling this. I'm on God, I'm sampling
I
this.
played it. I played it day of
Yeah,
release. I
for
was
sure.
on it.
For sure,
And
for sure.
so on Thanksgiving when it came out, that Thanksgiving, what, like a day later or that day, one of the two, some it was right then. I'm at a friendsgiving, and some people getting lit, whatever. It's getting later, and we're all in chill mode. Got the lights low and all that, and I threw Bob Ross paintings on. I threw the flute album on, and I threw Bob Ross with on mute on the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Andre 3000 made an album soundtrack to Bob Ross painting.
Damn.
It was perfect.
Damn. Hey, I
Perfect.
ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what it
That's
felt like. It was perfect.
Nah, bro, that shit is live. Like, I'ma start, bro. I don't smoke no more, but like, that would be a cool thing to do and smoke or like do shrooms. I ain't never really done no real shrooms, bro, but like, I be wanting to, like a motherfucker. I be wanting to.
So with that, I think I done them too much. Not too much, but I done them a plethora of times.
Yeah.
And one time was too much, and I had a bad experience. But
What?
every other
Everybody
time, but
talks about
every
that.
time you have one bad experience. But every other time, it's a thought shifting experience. Like now, I would only do a little tiny micro and be cool, just be chilling.
And then I
But
hear
if you're
about
trying to
that too.
shift your perspective, yeah,
I hear about
do
that
the
shit too.
full, do like a little 1.7 or more, get a little full experience. Don't go too crazy. Like you talking about a quarter, that's crazy. Chill out. But you do a little, point 0.5, little point 0.3, and go about your day doing stuff. It feels like this, like a deep breath.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, that's
the micros
different.
is cool.
That's different, bro.
Different it is. All right, let's go. We got another one.
Anyone that's creative understands that there's no amount of money that can be given to them to make them not want to or have to create.
Say people don't stand up and protect their dreams. People are too scared of getting, spoofed in a way. And the irony of it is, so many people that are creatives, think about a creative person in school. When you picture them, you probably picture them all the way in the back of class, sketching or maybe getting beat up. And I'm the one creative, and this is the reason why I went on stage. This is the reason why I did this, because creatives got beat up my entire life. And there's moments where I stood up to drug dealers in Chicago and said, you can't have my publishing, come and kill me. Do whatever you're gonna do, but you're not going to bully me. You're not going to stop me because my mother made me believe in myself. No matter how many people tell me, stop believing in yourself. Stop saying what you can do. Stop affirming what you're gonna do and then completing that in real life. That's the improper way to do it. I refuse to follow those rules that society has set up and the way that they control people with low self-esteem.
When you're the absolute best, you get hated on the most. But never stop fighting. No matter what anyone says, no matter how they try to compromise you, compromise your vision. If it's in your gut, if it's in your soul, there's nothing, there's no worldly possessions that should come between you and your expression.
Man, I love
Yep.
that nigga. I love this nigga.
Super valid.
I love this nigga.
Super valid. Right, me too, dog. And nobody can tell me otherwise. I'm
No,
sorry.
hell no, bro. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, bro. My wife hates this nigga,
No,
bro. I love this nigga, bro.
me too, dog. Because I think if you look at life, right, and look at most of the people around us that were just around day to day, everybody at some point in their life had what he's talking about now. A lot of people, it got beat out of them at an early age. They wanted to play the violin and it didn't work out for them. And they were 7, 8, 9,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now their self confidence is beat out of them. Now they don't believe they can do it. Now they don't believe in anything. And knowing yourself though, and knowing like, nah, this is it. Like, I remember the first time I ever messed with audio editing, so the first time I got a beat machine, I was young, and it was at EMU MP7 command station. I was like, my pops wasn't around all the time, and he was doing the, well, what do you want? And I'm like, just this. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing with that thing. I didn't know any of it, but I was creating, and it was like, oh, this is what I want to do. And then I'm basically writing raps and making beats at the same time. And it's like, oh, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Oh, this is all I want to do for the rest of my life. And I think my brother was always like, he told me a few years ago, he was like, man, I'm really jealous that since we were young, you had that thing, that one thing that's like no amount of money could be given to you to not want to do that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like we give up that thing for money to pay bills, to pay everything, to keep the ball moving in what society deems you gotta be living. That you basically are giving money to give up that thing. Because most people stop doing any of that thing.
Man, for sure. Most of the time too, it's the bad thing about it, and it's like, all right, like he said, man, if you're a creative, like you can't be paid to stop doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? But technically, we're paid all the time to stop doing that thing. Like
Exactly.
anytime we go to work, or we have these obligations that keep us away from that thing, bro. We're literally getting paid to stop doing that thing. You know what I'm saying? They pay, it's kind of a perspective that I have heard before. I don't always subscribe to this kind of pessimism. However, this is definitely a perspective, and it's like they pay you enough to forget your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the idea though, cuz if you can't dream big, then you can't create, and if you can't create, then you can't
You can't
show
change
them
things.
exactly. You can't show the world that it's obsolete. You know what I'm saying? Because it is. You know what I'm saying? We live in a very primitive society for as intelligent and esoterically advanced we should be. we choose to like indulge in ignorance because ignorance is bliss. That's like that's like a statement. I mean, like a metaphor, but like that's a real thing. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
It feels good to be stupid because you know better. You know you're not supposed to laugh at motherfuckers getting beat the fuck up on the train. Like you know you're not supposed to find joy in like
In the pain of
people's
others.
exactly. You know this.
Yeah.
But you act stupid or ignorant to the fact because if you don't, then you have to acknowledge that there's suffering happening in front of you. And as a human being, suffering, even seeing it, makes you feel like you need to be involved. You know what I'm saying? So it's more entertaining to say, oh, this is funny. And then we get force fed that shit to the point where it becomes habit. You know what I'm saying? But that's all because of our participation. We participate in the ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, me, I'm sure you do too. Like we all participate in the ignorance,
Hmm.
at it, but we know better. And art forces you into a space where you can no longer participate ignorantly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like now there are I feel like minds that aren't capable of I don't want to say capable because it's like putting people down and like I don't believe that nobody's capable of incapable of anything. I feel like if you want to do some shit, you're gonna do it. But if you don't, you're not. And it's just it's as simple as fucking that. You know what I'm saying? But like I will say there are minds that aren't as receptive to like art and art, just art in general. You know what I'm saying? Just like seeing the art in something. Like they may see something, but they don't see the fucking art. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah, and like I see the art, and that's the beauty of being able to see the art in everything. Like, say even I had a job where I'm shipping and receiving and working with boxes and stuff. To me, there's an art of how you put the tape on the box. Something that simple and there's an art to that. There's an art to being a line cook and how you're preparing the vegetables for the dish. Like there's art in everything, bro. And I
right.
think it's like a gift and a curse of seeing that all the time in everything, you know. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, and also I will say this as far as it being a gift and a curse, it's a gift because I feel like you experience higher highs, but you also experience lower lows because there's art in the pain. You understand? Like, and the funny thing about it is the pain creates the deepest art because you have to hurt in order to give yourself a reason to break through. Because without that, like, say, we all lived in this utopian society where nobody wanted for anything and nobody needed for anything, bro. No art could come from that. There would be no art, bro. I believe
The
in that
great poet 50
wholeheartedly.
Cent even said, joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain.
Man, he said it just like that too, bro. Nah, for sure. For sure, bro. I mean that though. Like, there would be no art in a utopian society because you have to have contrasting like details in order to like
Yeah,
create art, bro. Like think just
you need
just
duality
the
because you have to know one side to even appreciate the other end of it, you know?
right and it just simple math, bro. Simple math. Like we both musicians, you know what I'm saying? I miss other things, but we're musicians as a part of those things. And we create sonics. At every time that we create a noise, it's a distortion. Music is a distortion. It's a distortion of the frequency. So all of what we do is create distortion. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
means we take frequency, the wave of frequency, and we fuck it up. And we make something that is beautiful out of something fucked up. And so when you create like even a painting, bro, the bristles, every time you use a bristle, you destroy it. You know what I'm saying? Every time you draw on the page, it's destroying the page. You can't erase what you've already destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like just the art of creation is destruction. Because you can't have creation without destruction, bro. You can't
Yeah,
have it.
that's valid.
You can't have it, bro. Like they call it the Big Bang. That means something hit the fucking planet hard and destroyed it to the point where it created life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even in that theory, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to have
Yeah.
destruction in order to have creation. They, when even in the Bible, bro, when when God wanted to create something new in the world, he fucking destroyed that motherfucker. Like he destroyed it to create
Or like
something
even
new.
think when a forest burns down, a new forest starts to sprout,
Right,
from that destruction.
for sure. It's an endless cycle. It's an endless cycle, bro. And so you can't have anything good without the bad, bro. And at some point in time, you gotta just accept those things and shit, man. Let art be art, bro. Let art be motherfucking art.
Amen to that.
If you have a creative mind, you're gonna doubt a lot of things about the world, about yourself, about that's all completely normal.
Oh
Come
shit.
on, bro.
Bro, I thought that
My
was my
bad.
shit.
No, that was mine.
Mac Miller is ever elusive.
If you have a
Yeah.
creative mind, you're gonna doubt a lot of things about the world, about yourself, about that's all completely normal. Insecurity is all completely normal, especially with your own work, because it's an extension of yourself. You gotta like just start being cool with letting people get to know you on a deeper level, and then it all happens.
Damn. Yeah, and you also have to get to know yourself to even get to the point of letting other people know you.
Man, amen to that, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You should probably figure that part out first. But I'm gonna tell you something else on top of that. Like I feel like we are ourselves, but we are also a composite of the people and things that have made the biggest impressions on us, bro. Like I feel like yeah, we call it ourselves, but in reality, bro, we had these experiences that have shaped our personality based off of other people that we have
Yeah.
witnessed or experienced in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like we are ourselves, but we are also the world, bro. I feel
Yeah,
like
because everything's taught. You don't just inherently know anything, really, about our existence anyway.
right.
Like, you can feel good or bad. Like, people have moral compasses. But, like, even racism, like, little kids aren't racist, bro. They're taught to be that way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
everything to your point, all the impressions put upon us is given to us. But
Yeah.
I think it gets to a point where if you get more in solitude and meditate and be in your mind and your body more, you get to be like, well, what are my thoughts about it, actually, without having to keep the influence. But then there's always those influences and remnants of them, no matter what, that stick in the back of your mind, or little birdies on your shoulder saying, nah, it's this though for real. And it's like, wait, That was an influence you had when you were 10 that never left
Bruh,
from this other person.
right. Nah, for sure. And like you said something, bro, that's hyper important to like, man, consciousness. Like meditation, man. Because I got this quote, not it's not even really like a real quote, bro. I like at some point in time answering the question of who am I and what do I believe in and what are my principles, I actually wrote them down and I actually examined myself to say, okay, well, what this is what it means. And so one of those principles, bro, is like you are not, your mind is a beautiful trap, bro. I literally listen to this shit every day because I recorded this shit just to like so I can't forget it. Like your mind is a beautiful trap, bro. Your mind is just a voice. I mean, your mind is unable to differentiate between reality and the fiction that you tell it. Like sometimes your mind is the devil saying that you can't, and sometimes your mind is an angel cheering you on to victory. But those thoughts aren't you. What you do with those thoughts are you. You understand? Like
Damn.
you
Yeah.
you're gonna hear because your mind doesn't know the difference between real and fake. Your mind is just having a conversation. That's what it does. It's a talk box. All it does is converse, and most of the time it's conversing to protect you, but at the same time of protecting you limits you. You know what I'm saying? So if you listen to it too much, you'll be limited, and if you don't listen to it at all, you'll be foregoing your natural instincts to protect yourself. So at some point in time, you have to find something else. And the only way that I have ever known to find something else, bro, is to meditate because you're confronted with your thoughts. Your mind doesn't stop talking to itself. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll talk to its fucking self, bro, and it'll have whole conversations, and you'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody explained to me that meditation, not somebody I was watching something on the internet. Like meditation is like watching the squirrel chase the nut instead of being the squirrel chasing the nut. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
if
That's
if
real.
if you literally sit there and you say, okay, I don't want to think. My wife says this all the time. She's like, bro, I just couldn't meditate because it's just like, how do you not think? And I'm like, bro, that's not the point. The point isn't the not thinking.
Mm.
The point is the
Right.
thinking, but understanding the thinking isn't fucking you. You
Yeah.
understand? Because
It's
you're
like,
telling yourself you don't want to think, but your mind won't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Because it's like one of my favorite things to do is right when I get up, before I do anything, I'll go run and then I'll sit out on like the green belt or whatever out here. After my run, sit down for 20 minutes, close my eyes, and just let my mind run its course. Like I forgot who I was listening to or what I was reading, and they were like, for meditation, let your mind run its course without trying to affect what it's doing. Like your point, like just observe it go. Like let it go. Don't try to dictate where your thoughts are going. Don't try to influence where your thoughts are going. Just let it run. And I feel like that's like when your phone's acting crazy and you got to power cycle it. You got to hard reset it real quick. Boom, let it reset, let it run all that stuff. Oh, now it's working properly. Because I
nah,
wake up right
definitely.
away and I'll get up right away and start to overthinking stuff. My mind's already like, oh, here we go, we back. And it's like, chill, chill, chill.
Yeah, for
Chill, bro. I
sure.
just got up.
It's crazy. Like, all right, so I don't know where this mind frame came from, but I'm glad I got out of it. Uh, I used to think that smoking weed was meditation in some form. And what I realized when I quit smoking weed was that, like, nigga, that shit's so far from meditation because even though the effects, the after effect is almost the same, and that's another thing, bro. meditation, like Rick Rubin was like, man, I used to do all kinds of drugs, and then you know what was better than drugs? Meditation. And like I was like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like he's like, bro, I get high off that shit. Like, nah, bro. Like once you're if you meditate and you get to that there's a state like in meditation, bro, where like you're not really thinking. Like the thoughts may be there, but you don't feel them anymore. Cause thoughts are almost physical, bro. What you think will
Yeah.
affect you, your body and your chemistry inside of your body. But there's a state in meditation where like you're almost like in a levitating position. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is a high. And I realized like, bro, like you can't really get to that state as long as you are holding on to things. And I mean like things physically, things mentally, things spiritually. Cause for me, like it was weed. Like I smoked the shit out of a bunch of weed. That's like the only thing that like calmed my nerves and shit like that for a long
Yeah.
ass time. I mean,
Hey, me too, bro.
man, and I mean just I was dependent. And so at some point in time, like I had broke that cycle, and when I broke that cycle, finally I realized like, man, I confined myself to this space and this way of being, and like I can be a whole different way and experience life in a whole different way and like see things and feel things in a whole different way and have the capacity to like overcome my fears and doubts. And I feel like that's what I was coping with. Like I was using weed to cope with my fears and my doubts. You know what I'm
Be able to
saying?
disassociate. Like
Yeah.
I was smoking and I was drinking to do that. And it's like, once you stop using those to mask and to cover up, it's like, oh, you can actually feel things.
Yeah, bro.
And
And
it takes a while to even get to the point to where you can actually feel things.
yeah, definitely, bro. It does. You gotta heal.
Yeah, but healing takes time.
Man,
But
I
it's a
don't.
beautiful process.
Yeah, bro. Definitely, man. But to the late great Mac Miller, bro. Yeah, man. Doubt is the enemy. Doubt is definitely the enemy because it's not even real, and you gotta remember this world wasn't created by a bunch of people who knew what the fuck they were doing. It was just created by a bunch of motherfuckers who tried some shit.
I was just doing.
For sure. Just doing some shit, bro. For sure.
Just like right now, we just doing some shit.
Nah, bro, we creating.
Yeah,
We cooking. I
but
ain't
we're
gonna
doing some
lie.
shit though. We not
Yeah,
just thinking about it, we just doing some shit.
nah, for sure. Last episode, we was trying to fuck with that other shit. We was that shit was a
Yeah, right.
struggle, bro. I ain't gonna front though. Our shit live, bro. Like our shit cool, man. This shit live as fuck, man. Hell yeah, I can't wait till we
But it's
start
like,
putting these episodes on YouTube.
hell yeah. Because then you get some discourse and some collaboration and thoughts about it, which is dope. Some discussions.
Fucking
Because
right.
I think discussions on other people's perspectives after you let things go into the world, I think is where what we were talking about earlier, the influence on things happen from the art, you know.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. Man,
Yeah,
I hope we find some cool shit this week, man. I hope we do.
hell yeah. I gotta find some more artists. I'm gonna have to keep digging. I need to find some more new stuff, you know.
Maybe we
But we
don't need to
definitely gonna
find
have.
some new shit. Maybe we need to find some old shit.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we need to find some old shit. I don't know, bro. I need to buy either a record player or like just go to the CD store and just find some shit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like at this
but
point,
I got my
cause
record player right here.
damn, I miss having one of them hoes, man. I used to really like shit do the real hip hop thing. That was my shit. I used
Yeah,
to
I
literally
told you
re-
I.
I was gonna,
Nah,
s-
good.
I was gonna say, bro, I used to literally record the sample into the fucking mix and fucking then chop the sample on Fruity Loops and fucking yeah, bro.
Good. I told you the show I started, Can You Dig It? That's basically what I was doing. Going to get records and then chopping them up. But now I got this machine, so I'm giving myself this weekend and next week to really get like the ins and outs more of the machine. And then I'm hooking up the record player back up to it and seeing what's what. And I'm gonna sample the end of this thing. Because right now I just been using I'll go find songs and then I'll just load them in through my computer and then chop it on here. But I want to record it in and then chop it on here.
Okay, yeah. I feel like recording it in, you get more of the essence of the record. Like, of course, like you could always just YouTube it and fucking download it, but like, what's the fucking fun in that, bro?
Yeah, and the sound's different. Because before I realized what I was doing, when I was recording it in the show, I was going stereo out into my interface,
Mm.
but I was only recording in mono on the interface.
Mm.
It wasn't recording in stereo. So now I'm gonna use both. This machine got two XLR inputs
Mm-hmm.
that do mic or line, so then I'm gonna record it in stereo instead.
Well,
And that's where I was messing up.
here's the bigger question though. Is it supposed to be recorded in stereo? Cause like I don't know at what point in time them niggas even introduced stereo recording. You know,
No, yeah,
depending on how old the record is.
it'll say it on the record, yeah. But if the
Okay.
record's in stereo, I'm trying to record it in stereo
Nah, for sure, for
because
sure.
that's where you get some of the elements is pan more to the left and the right, and you could really hear it versus everything straight down the middle. Because even when
Yeah.
I'm mixing, I really like to just have the bass down the middle, the kick down the middle, and then I'll start messing. Like a lot of times I'll keep the snare down the middle, but with percussion elements or other sounds and stuff, I like to pan them, especially with like vocals and stuff and recording. Like I'll do a overdub take, especially with my like accent words, like my rhyming words.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do two takes or three takes. I'll do one down the middle, have it really low, and then the take two and three, I'll hard pan left, and then the other one hard pan right,
Yeah. I,
and then just blend it all together. Cause and I like to do different takes too, cause I feel like yeah, you're giving more energy, different energy to the left side, different energy to the right side, even though you're doing a performance of the same thing.
mm-hmm.
No take is ever gonna be the same.
Yeah, nah. Hell to the fuck no. But yeah, definitely, bro. That's a good ass block. They should not have called a foul on that shit, bro. That was a good ass block. Bro, Jabbar just went up there and got that shit off LeBron ass and they called a foul. Oh no, they didn't. Uh shit, but nah, bro. I know exactly what you mean. At the same time, like the reason why I even bring that shit up is because like I said, I used to chop samples and shit like that too when I used to have a record player. But there's this Etta Mae motherfucking sample that I had chopped or whatever, bro, and like man, it just sounded so beautiful, like having just that her part be mono and then like with all the drums and all of the sounds that I put around it were in stereo. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
it
that's hard.
obviously it's gonna sit dead in the middle, but everything else is gonna have two tracks, where as opposed to that one just has the one, so it gives it just like
Yeah,
just a distinction. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was like abstract art, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not supposed to be there with this shit, and you could tell, but it's in sync. Like that shit was live. That shit was live, and that's the reason
but
why I
yeah,
was like, bro, I want to do it. Hmm.
yeah, once you realize the sonic spectrum is a space that we're manipulating from, panning left or right or reverb to make things closer or further away. It's like, oh, you're really placing these things in like a 3D soundscape for
Yeah,
real.
for sure. You're really building a world. Like it's really a world, and like man, I don't want to get too long-winded on this one. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna keep it all the way simple, bro. Every every fucking beat, like everybody may not feel as strongly about this shit as I do, bro, but every single time I make a beat, every time I craft some shit, bro, it is a world that I'm stepping in. Like I literally see it. Like I see the whole shit, nigga. And if I can't see it, I don't want to step in there, bro. So like when we make songs or like when I make songs or when I'm just making anything in general, bro, and I get to like being in this computer super man, I'm in a world. And that's why like my kids and my wife is just like, hey yo, y'all gotta get the fuck on. I'm in the world right now, bro. I'm in the fucking world. You understand? And like you trying to pull me back
Yeah,
into the real world, motherfucker. I'm in the world right now. You gotta give me some time.
right.
For sure, you gotta give me some time, nigga. Cause like it's hard enough to just step into the world, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But then once you're in there, bro, you gotta like exist. Cause like every time you step into it too, it changes. Cause the physicality of like that's what I'm saying. I get long winded. Anyways, it's a world, bro. It's a world. It's a world, dog. Every time you do something
and
sonically,
we
bro.
creating them all the time.
Hell yeah. Shit yeah, man. But shit,
All
bro.
right, dog. This another good episode.
Hell yeah, man. Shit. I already got some clips for the last one too. I'm gonna chop them up and try to like edit them different because the first ones I was just trying to like get something together to throw on the Instagram page so we could really start
Yeah,
promoting. But like this one, I'm gonna actually try to like see how I could make it more appealing visually because the sound is there and the quality is there, bro. Well, I like what we doing, bro. This shit live. This shit hella live. I ain't gonna lie to you.
you know what's crazy? All this gear I got and what's working best right now with the computer I got and everything is these damn AirPods.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I might need to get some AirPods. Well, I got some, but like they don't work good.
Nah, they the pros.
Nah, hell nah. Fuck no.
Nah, that's why I think it's because it's the Pro Twos, but I really want to get the AirPod Maxes though,
Yeah.
because they got good microphones too, and then you got the immersive audio with the good mics. With
If you
we'll
do,
see.
I will buy your motherfucking old ones.
Hell yeah.
Straight up, bro. Ain't no point in buying. Like, bro, if I can get it for cheaper, I will not buy a new, bro. I've learned my lesson, bro.
Yo, Facebook Marketplace, no.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
People get stuff and don't want it. They be wanting to get rid of that. You let it sit for like a month. They ready to get rid of it.
Crazy.
Like the machine that I got. People were trying to charge 800 for the Akai Force,
Mm-hmm.
but this is turning out the more and more I use it to be like, oh, this is the workflow I've been looking for. And they were charging like 800. I only had 400 at the time when I first was trying to get one. And I'm like, damn, I'm not giving y'all the six, or I'm not
Yeah.
giving y'all the 800. And then one person was like six. I'm like, all right, I got four. Give me a second. I'm gonna get the rest. And then 2 weeks ago, he hit me up and was like, yo, I'll sell it to you for 500. I was like, word? All right, bet.
Yeah,
I was
for
like,
sure.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he
rent
was in
time
San
hit different.
Antonio.
Oh damn. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, you told
he
me you had to
yeah, he was
drive.
in San Antonio. I'm like, dang, I gotta go drive too. And then
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, can we meet somewhere in the middle? He was like, well, I'm gonna be in Austin this weekend, so you're in luck. So I didn't even have to go out there.
Damn, double whammy.
Yeah, exactly, because you waited and you knew what you wanted, and it's gonna line up to how you can get it.
Girl, I can't hear you. I'm about to wrap this one up though. What's up? Oh, come give me a real kiss then.
Well, on
Come.
that note,
Yeah, man. She want her time, bro. It's over with.
well,
I
guess
said she
what? It's
want her
good because
time.
But guess what? It's good timing because we are wrapping up.
Yeah, for sure, bro. All right, man. I'm gonna catch you
All
next
right,
time,
dog.
brother, man.
You already know.
Yes, sir. You take it easy.